Hi everyone, back again. Sorry, lost the internet connection for a while there. So, latest update of our member Cyrus, who's been illegally evicted, is, as you can see, there's a group of Acorn members outside the house who've shown up to show support. Both me and Cyrus were assaulted by the bailiff earlier on, although he's claiming that we did that to him. Obviously, we live streamed it all, so we know what the real situation is. The police at the moment are in the house. They're downstairs with Cyrus. The police are downstairs with Cyrus and the letting agent, trying to work something out, whatever that may mean. They won't let me in as well, so I'm just giving an update of what's going on, basically. Not much going on at the minute. If anyone's got any questions, then stick them in the comments. If you want to know more about what's going on, I'll try and answer them as and when they come in, basically. But yeah, if you haven't seen what's happened already, there should be two videos that I took earlier on. They should be on my profile, and you'll be able to find out what's been going on from there. It doesn't look like this is going to be over like anytime soon. Like the police have asked some, pretty pointed questions to the letting agent, which is good. Hard to tell, obviously, which way they're gonna view it. But it does look to me. I don't know if the bailiffs are still here. If the bailiffs have gone, then it should be that this isn't going to happen today. But yeah, I'm really not sure. Guys, is the bailiff gone? Oh, it's a shame. No, right. Oh well. Yeah. So yeah, bailiff is still here. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. It looks like they've come out now, so I'm going to go downstairs. I'm just going to sit here, don't worry.
What he's saying is essentially, you need to come back and you've got the resources.
Yeah, I mean, it's up to the landlord what happened. I said, I didn't call you for them out there. And him and the other, and
well, that's all right, we did video it.
I say again, I cannot leave with all the people out there.
Well, we can facilitate you leaving.
Yeah.
They're not going to try and stop him.
No. Have we got your details? Yeah. And we've got Cyrus's.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the thing to
So yeah, everyone is watching. What's going on, as far as I can tell, is that the police are saying to the bailiff that they can't carry out the eviction unless they've got sufficient resource, which they clearly don't today. The bailiff says he can't leave while there's a load of Acorn members. Acorn members are outside. We're saying, of course, they're not going to try and stop the bailiff leaving. That's exactly what we want. I think the police are going to, as they say, facilitate the bailiff leaving now, which will be great. I'm going to go upstairs and tell the Acorn members that that's what they're probably going to go and do. Right, everyone. I think in a minute the police are going to try and let the bailiff leave. So obviously we don't want to stop him leaving or anything like that, So yeah, just FYI, all right.
Now that's happening. Yeah, I was going to say I'll escort this chap off if they're back on.
I'll explain to him now. He wants to put his phone down just for 2 seconds, maybe.
I'll put your
If you
phone
could,
down, yeah.
I'll explain to you.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go outside and explain to all of you at once, or do you want me to explain to you, or can I explain to you and your friends together what's happening from here?
I'd rather stay in here if Cyrus is staying. Yeah, I just don't. If Cyrus is staying
in
in
here, it's going to be a good
here.
outcome.
Yeah,
But
that's
I just
cool.
don't want you being here as in to rile it up. So if I explain to all of you together what's going to happen, it might kind of fizzle out.
I just don't. I certainly don't want to like cause any
Right,
problem. The
okay,
only thing
I'll-
is, I just want to
I'll
stay
tell
with
you now,
Cyrus, mate.
fine.
So that's the only
I'll tell
thing.
you now, all right, just what's going to happen,
Yeah.
and then I'll ask you amicably to leave, just because, trust me, that's the best solution.
Right.
So, they are
Yeah.
discussing what's going to happen next in relation to Cyrus staying here, okay?
Right.
Because he understands, yes, he's taken a payment from him in January, which he shouldn't have done.
Right.
All right? This is the recording, I've done that, the eviction comes in December, anyway, that's
Yeah.
done. What they're going to do, Mr. Haney is going to write up on a bit of paper, so it's a proper written contract,
Yeah.
that Cyrus can stay here for the next month or two. He will pay him the month's rent today to stay
Sorry,
here,
yeah.
because he has money to do that, so
Yeah.
he's happy to do that.
Yeah.
He will stay here, they will have this.
I'm not filming you. I'm just recording the. I'm
That's
yeah,
fine,
I'm
you
just
record
recording
it,
it.
just-
Yeah, I'm
I'm
filming
trying
you. Doing
to
it.
keep everyone happy,
Yeah,
alright?
yeah.
So, then Cyrus has got another place that he can move into in June,
Yeah.
alright? Mr. Haney is quite amicably said he doesn't want to pay, and yes, he has messaged him every day, and he's been very forthcoming with kind of helping with the property.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
what we're going to do moving forward is they are going to get the paper, they're going to write up this period to allow it to happen.
Yeah.
The eviction will happen, as in the gentleman will come with his locksmith, they will change the locks. When the keys are handed over to Mr. Haney, he will hand the keys straight to Cyrus, who will be allowed back into the property. And then obviously that contract will then take place until Cyrus finds his own place to be.
You carry over what you've got.
So all I'm asking is whilst that's happening, if you guys would just mind.
So that's going to happen today.
That's happening now,
Right.
right?
Getting a bit
He's
more.
getting
Yeah, yeah.
the that's all written down.
Yeah.
He
I'm
will.
not filming you.
No, that's fine, That's all done. Yeah. And then he says, just got a period of time then, at least it's not like a snapshot in here. Alright?
Yeah, that's fine. That's great. Yeah, I was going to ask Cyrus if he's happy for me to go out, and then I will.
Yeah. Sorry,
What do you what want to happen?
You'll wait upstairs.
Yeah.
The locks will be changed, so you'll have to be outside for that to happen. It's really silly, but the eviction then technically takes place.
Has taken.
But because it says all other parties or all other residents on the thing, right? So technically then everybody's out and the court writ has been executed.
Yeah.
And then when the keys are handed to Mr. Haney, he will hand you the keys. You come back in and this never happened.
I've got one question. Just one question.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, and like and it's nothing against you guys. It's just obviously bad experience with the letting agents. Yeah, this contract that they're going to write up. Get written up and signed before, because it will start. Obviously, it will start after the eviction takes place.
so it will-
But can we get it? But can we get it? Can we get it written up so, like, it's signed saying, at X time.
It will be from this time on this date.
Yeah.
I'm going to allow you to stay in this property until this
Yeah.
time on this date.
And we could get that signed before
And I will-
before the eviction takes
And
place.
I will
Yeah.
be taking this amount of money from you
Yeah.
to cover that rent
Yeah.
for this period of time.
Come on. Yeah.
That's
Cyrus will
cool.
sign
That's
it.
totally cool.
The general will sign it.
Yeah.
And
But can-
exactly that.
that's
Because then-
totally fine.
Because instead of doing like an official letterhead, all I don't really understand all the tenancy, but
Right, it's all nonsense anyway,
paragraph
yeah.
1, 2. It's quite a clear contract. They both sign it.
Yeah.
It's then a written contract.
That's totally fine. Yeah. But I just want to make sure we get that signed before.
Cyrus is gonna.
Cool.
Cyrus and Mr. Haney are gonna write that up now.
Cool.
It only has to be a couple of lines that they both need to sign.
Yeah.
Starting today until this date, this amount of money, job done.
Yeah.
And then they both sign it. We can all leave, and then it's done. All right.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Mr. Haney is there. Is he gone? He's outside. Outside, is he? All right. There's Cyrus.
Nick.
From this date to this date, and then we'll deal with that.
Hopefully we'll have this all over in a minute and everyone can go in.
Uh, 21st. Can you not video me, please?
happened to them.
I'm just filming Cyrus. I'm just filming Cyrus.
Right, so,
To whom it may concern?
yeah, to whom it may concern. What am I going to say? The current month, which is in arrears.
It's not
No, I haven't asked you for it. You paid in January. It's now March.
Okay. When did I record you? Okay, I agree to pay
Monthly rent, £55. Yep,
£25.
yep.
Watching, and back confirming that he is legally here. He is paying rent. So better join your community union. This is what happens.
Condition that you
Solidarity is strength.
It's a long sentence.
No, sorry.
I agree to pay
I don't know whether you're part of the loop of what we've actually.
Yeah, I think you've agreed. Yeah.
We need to repair the property.
Yeah.
When Sam, who is now not the tenant, because we've now officially taken the property back, he didn't tell us about anything. We didn't even know he wasn't living in here. Things only started happening when I met this chap,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
and he had no hot water, so just went through it and put on the boiler. I'd like to rip the boiler out and just put a new one in.
Great. Yeah.
Our plan is to replaster the ceilings throughout, redecorate the whole house, and
I should put the address in it.
Yes.
Yeah.
We all met on the wrong occasion. We're not bad people. We set up property 10 years ago, either because rent arrears. You've got to accept that that's acceptable. If you don't pay your rent, why should you stay in the house?
That's the law.
Yeah. If you damage the house, if you grow cannabis in it, which we've had.
Sure.
Can you pay it? Right. So when I go back to the office, if you put your email address on the bottom, I'll send you the standing order of how you pay your rent. But what you
You
need,
will have the account details.
yeah, but what you need to put in my mind and the landlady's mind, we didn't get any rent in December. So you might have paid Sam. But we
Yeah,
didn't.
but you said you was gonna get money from him.
No,
or
I've got
his deposit.
I've got his deposit, and I will claim his deposit, and I'll take that for December's rent.
And he's got our deposit.
As the policeman said, there's enough. Do you understand that?
Well, that he took it. That Sam took the
Our
deposit.
landlord, well, their landlord, Sam was our tenant. These became subtenants. So whatever they paid, so many people,
Yeah, I understand.
believe now, has spun through this house where he's just let
If Sam took the deposit, then you need to look at Sam. Yeah, for that. Yeah. Yeah, he legally became their landlord by taking the deposit.
Yeah.
At that point. Yeah, I get it.
I got hurt by taking some rent off of you. Otherwise, we wouldn't be sacked. But then, I'm trying to show that I am actually a nice man. I'm going to write this up when I go back in. Write your email address on it. So I'm agreeing that on the basis that Cyrus knows the landlord wants the house back. So we are going to carry out the eviction as far as Sam Mitchell's concerned. I'm not going to write a new agreement. We're going to have a gentleman's agreement because Cyrus says he's got somewhere where he's been moved to in June.
Yep.
From my point of view, as long as he pays me. Circumstance.
Yeah.
It was because of that leak upstairs.
Well, look, hopefully we won't. Yeah, none of us will be in this situation again. You know, no one wants to be. So you know, like if we go forward on this, I'm sure it'll be cool for everyone.
Yep.
Also, I have agreed to leave on or before that. Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. And I will confirm this. Have you written your email address?
No, can you sign it as well? Because I'm going to have to take a copy.
Do you want to take
Take a photo of it.
Yeah.
There you go. You've got a copy of that, yeah.
You're a witness anyway.
Yeah.
There you go, yeah. So you
Go on, give me a look at that as well, Cyrus, and then I'll.
It's not right there.
There we go. Right, everyone. So there is the contract.
Have you seen that's been set up for you?
It will be.
I'll have a few comments to make about this a little bit later, everyone.
All the details of how he pays it.
All right, I just want to make sure that was set up for you before you left as well, because obviously it's not just one-sided. You need, if you're going to be a payment as well, you need to just make sure that that's kind of all set up as well.
Yeah.
So what's happening to this month's payment? Because you paid in January, but you haven't paid this month.
You, bro. Come on.
No, you
can't
have
this
not.
Conversation.
You've
Like,
paid one.
I paid you the
Thought we were
first
getting
time.
some of.
I paid you the first time, and then you was like, but you're
No,
still squatting. The
what
only
hap-
reason I took the recording the next time I paid you is because I knew you were going to say that. Oh, I've not been paid. How am I going to prove that?
How many?
It's the only reason I've had to.
How many times have I come in? Sorry, these guys have got better things to do than this.
I know.
How many times have I come in here and taken cash off of you?
You came into the house once, but I've had to meet you outside.
Because if you paid them in cash, yeah, but it will show a lump sum. Rent will come on your
That
that
way.
way. You're not going to be taking you're not going to take like £10 a day to pay it, are you?
Oh no.
If you're going to pay him on your online banking,
Yeah.
you should be able to show that now that that's taken place.
Yeah.
So I don't want to look at your bank statement, but I just think no.
Basically, like as we've agreed, on the first of each month,
Yeah.
we've signed
Yeah,
it. Like,
the
I can pay you the first of the month.
But I mean, we're looking at this month. Okay, because obviously
Right,
So, do I need to pay you twice?
No,
do you not?
rent's paid in advance. Yeah.
Leave that aside for now. So January's been paid. You both agree with that, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. March hasn't been paid
No.
because, do you agree with that?
It's due on the
No,
1st.
I'm not telling you. Sorry, I'm asking you. Like,
No,
I don't know.
No, I don't. But to
So
be
you
forward,
need to show me that you've paid it.
Wait, hang on.
recorded you taking money from me.
Right.
Alright, cool. Just
No. Sorry, don't get stressed out.
Just listen.
And
Just follow
I'm definitely not going to try and get you to pay money that you shouldn't be paying.
Yeah.
All right.
Over there. I think.
So basically,
same ring.
so basically, you paid January, yeah? Right.
February.
And you've said you paid February as well. All right. So you're saying that the only one that is outstanding is March.
We did pay March, but just to get this done.
No, I don't know who you paid because you did not pay me.
Who did I pay then?
You did not pay me.
Well, yeah. I mean, check it, sorry, because I mean, you shouldn't be paying twice. I'm not saying that at all. Like, if someone's like paying silly beggars, you need to know.
That's January, so that's the recording you got me from January. So that covers January's pay. But what I'm saying is, if you log into your online banking,
You're wrong. Yeah, I know you're wrong. So bugger off. Situations.
Because there's, I text him and say like, where am I meeting you to collect your rent? What time are you coming for your rent? 28th.
20th February, that's what I said.
Yeah,
there's nothing in March.
regardless of what I'm doing, if you've got the time.
Yeah, so what time are you coming?
change
And what Mark said is he's purposely not coming to collect money this month.
Yeah, if you've got time
because
to
he
do that.
knew this eviction was happening.
Yeah, but that's what he's
Yeah,
saying
no,
about.
But you can prove it because you can go on your online banking now and it will show you your statement
I've got
for
a
this
plan.
month. So it will show you
Trying to get
withdrawing a
everybody
lump
to
sum
buy
of
it,
money, won't it?
Alright, so yeah, pop her in now. Alright, John, I'll come and see you. Alright, bye.
I'm just going to go and check that he's doing that.
Yeah, do you want to,
All right.
yeah,
Yeah,
Go and check that. Because I think...
Yeah, we'll resolve that way. You all right? Yeah, but that's what you got to do it. Yeah, yeah.
He was just now. He was saying.
So he's saying that you've already paid January. Yeah. So get it sorted out. You know. There's nothing to worry about. And he'll have egg on his face because he'll be caught out lying again after he's just been saying what a nice guy he is. Yeah? Just don't stress, man. You alright? You haven't got...
Oh no, I don't know.
No, yeah. That's cool. This will all be over soon. This is like I don't want to say it all too much on the live stream, but about that contract. If anyone's got any questions for everyone who's watching, if you've got any questions about what's going on at the moment, stick them in the comments. So basically, you know, once again, Acorn has won. We're getting we've just got a new contract signed. So it looked like it was all about to be over, but now there's a dispute about how much rent is owing.
Actually being paid.
Which is funny, really, because obviously for all this time they've been maintaining that they haven't been tenants, they haven't been paying rent, and now they've admitted that actually, they were paying rent, but now they're arguing about how much has been paid. So we'll see. So Cyrus is just getting on his online banking to see if he can show when he took money out, because they were taking it in cash. So yeah, there's no transfer record or anything like that. But yeah, that's the deal. How are we doing? Taking a while to... Nightmare.
It doesn't look like it's dying. Why is it taking so long?
Technology always fails you when you need it. Johnny Butcher, how'd you tag HMRC? Yeah, that's a good point, yeah. Well, everyone, I'd say this is a classic case of power in numbers and why everyone should be a member of a union, both in the community and at work. If Cyrus wasn't an Acorn member, he would have been on the streets right now. As it stands, he's not. He's not going to be. He's got a house. He's got a contract. That's what happens when you join a union. You join with your fellow union members to stand up for yourselves.
Where's the laptop, mate?
It's starting to configure now, mate.
Oh, there you go. That's one big sword, though. It's huge, isn't it?
You lot all good to stick around for a little bit longer? Yeah. Hopefully it should be over soon. So we've got a new contract.
Oh, they have, yeah.
Yeah. Finally admitted that, they were paying rent. Thought it was all sorted, about to go, but now there's a dispute about how much rent has been paid. Although, of course, apparently none was.
Reach an agreement with
That's all legit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody knows what they're doing. And so, as far as he's concerned,
you collect it back from the other people that live here, then we can all just leave and the rest of the Acorn guys can go on with their days. It just seems like a bit of a model for you, though. Maybe you haven't made attempts to pay them this month, but the fact that he hasn't replied to you, maybe it's that way.
Oh yeah, that might be the reason.
Because he hasn't replied to you, he's just gone, I'm not going to reply to you because I know I'm coming to evict you, so I'm not going to reply to you and take money because I'm taking you out effectively. So I think what we need to do, my suggestion moving forward, because Mark has given quite a lot, to be fair, you know, he's been quite happy and amicable to allow this to stay on, is let's pay, if you have the funds on you, pay him this month's rent. Just so that, you know, you're showing him that, you know, you're going to honour the agreement in your own time. You have made an attempt. You have made an attempt to pay him by contacting him, obviously. Oh, I look at your so we just you have a look and you tell me. You don't want people to see. I have things on my bank statement.
Oh no, that's it. We are
Money in.
Well, I think that's why I had you confused because
In.
yeah, but
Right,
someone's
okay.
got 250. That's why I thought like,
No, that's fine. It's because that's the money you normally take out.
yeah,
It's easy
Because it's
done.
250.
Yeah, it's easy done, isn't it?
that's why I was like, yeah, that's enough, isn't it?
So, if I get Mark to give me some details for transfer, could you transfer that money to him now for this month's rent from your account?
Sure.
And then collect the rest from the guys that live here for this month? Is that something?
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to see you out of pocket because there's two other people.
Are you okay with that, Cyrus? That your response?
Well, but get the money back from these other people because they obviously all pay rent as well.
Yeah.
You know, it should, just because you're here, I don't think you're one sole person to pay it.
I've
However,
put myself in that position and
Well,
I'm connected from them and
okay, but then yeah, but that's nice of you to do that. But you know, it's just a gesture to Mark to say, look, you know what, you've given me a lot by signing this new agreement with me. I'm giving you a bit back to show you that I'm. But again,
yeah, there's nothing in yeah.
You know, sort out the rent for March. Once that's done, go home. Cyrus will still have a home, and we should all be good from there.
Alright, we're going to grab some details from Mark. If you want to wait there, I'll
So yeah, Cyrus and the letting agent sorting out the bank details, and I think he's gonna. The letting agent's going to take the money for this month's rent, which Cyrus had actually tried to pay him already, but it looked like he didn't actually ever come and collect it because he obviously was planning on evicting him. But yeah, give us a couple of minutes and we'll be out of here, I expect.
John? Mate, I love it. I love my vlog. Okay. Yeah.
I love that last sound.
There's a last little one with them, don't you? Yeah. I thought you'd be that thick the way down.
No. Basically, that's for like when you're.
Someone, isn't it?
That's for when the landlords come back.
When you do
So
the
it's not, is it not a proper box?
no, it's blank.
No, but when you put it out, it's quite
Yeah.
not sturdy. It's
No.
you show that it's made of proper steel.
And like this is loose as well, so you can't.
Just so you can move.
Yeah. It's that nothing.
Which was so hard.
Is it?
Yeah.
So go brown then, will it? Or brown red? Mark, yeah, we've got the bottom there. I think there's someone paid money into. Sorry.
Right, they're just sorting out the money, and then we'll be able to call it a day, I expect. They just sorted out the rent money for this month after signing the contract. Should be done after that. So, nice one, everyone.
you just make one payment, and then I'm gonna email you different bank details to actually pay it into. I'll give you one to pay it into now.
Right, so what we're about to do, they're about to exchange the money for the rent for March, at which point the bailiffs will evict people who don't live in the house anymore. But it's a box ticking exercise basically, and then Cyrus's new contract will take effect and he'll be the legal tenant basically. Everyone goes home happy, except for the letting agents, but they brought this on themselves clearly. You know, as we just got one of them to admit on camera, as he said, he cocked up by taking the payments because that created a tenancy, and he's absolutely right. And clearly, by saying that, it shows that he knew that all along, and has been like lying through his teeth ever since we got involved in this. But yeah, it is what it is. We've exposed that. We've stopped the eviction. Cyrus has a house and a contract. Not going to be homeless. Job done. Craig Patterson, big plate in order tonight, Nick. It's all in a day's work, mate. All in a day's work. This is what we're about. Still got a crew of people outside here. People giving up their time to support their fellow union members. Quality stuff. A little flash of acorn there.
Okay, can you just, I'll get it paid.
So I just realising anyone watching this is probably getting really dizzy because I keep walking around in circles. Sorry about that.
Have you got the bathroom pen?
In this room, yeah.
At least he works.
Yeah, in this room it does, in that one it does.
Rowan, yeah, I'll get everyone to get their fists in the air. I'll try and do a still, and I can't take a photo while I'm filming clearly, but I'll try and do that at the end as well. Everyone, we've got a request for a group photo of with fists in the air. So yeah, can everyone get together? It's all about the social media. It's all about the social media. Ready? Yeah, there we are. Right, hang on. There we go. Say solidarity. Say it like you mean it. Come on. There we are. Nice one. Sorry, Rowan. I'm an organiser, not a filmmaker. Obviously, it's probably shaking all over the place. I was trying to get them all in. Looks like we're nearly finished now, so I'll get a photo in a second anyway. How are we doing?
We're doing all right. We're getting some rent. The
Cool.
landlord will be happy. And we'll all...
Everyone will be happy.
There was never any malice in any of this.
Well, same from our point of view as well. So, like, if it's resolved to everyone's satisfaction, that's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's not often you get a win-win scenario.
No.
Yeah.
And as I said to Cyrus, I've never done this before.
Yeah.
And I don't have it as a pastime.
Yeah.
If a landlord wants their property back, they want it back.
Yeah.
Simple as that.
Yeah.
If somebody doesn't pay their rent, we'll use that as a reason. We don't want a reason. I've just wasted 3 hours of my time here.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Just
Everyone has.
like all you guys have.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So that's just setting up the rent payment, is it?
This is for this month's rent, which we never collected. And just so that Cyrus is explaining all of it, because of what we knew was going to happen, I said I wasn't taking any more rent from him.
Right.
But now we've come to
Yeah.
he's paying us, we're happy.
Great.
He's got a home, I've got
Cool.
a fiver. Yeah. Yeah. All done?
So that was the locksmith who's changed the
Next time. Okay.
he's changed the locks. So now the eviction notice to the previous occupants who've already gone ages ago out. So presumably the bailiff thoughts Cyrus will now get the new keys, and the contract will go forward from there. Everyone's happy.
Yeah. Lovely. Lovely. Easy peasy. I'm going to email you. On it, it's going to have not your address, it will have an AAB number. So instead of putting
Like a reference number?
yeah, it'll be unique to you
Yeah, okay.
and this property.
Okay.
Because you haven't got tenancy agreement, I guess, the AAB kind of maybe like a reference.
Yeah.
Don't let me down, and I won't let you down.
Awesome.
As far as decoration is concerned, are you happy for us to work around you, or do you want to wait until
I was
June?
gonna actually start doing some stuff, especially with the kitchen, because that mold's there. Like, it's nice.
Okay.
So, but yeah.
We haven't had a tenancy on a correct footing. We still haven't got one, so I hope you understand that. We've just got a gentleman's agreement.
Kind of, you facilitate them, they facilitate you, and it's ultimately the landlady is the woman who really goes through the police here, and let's make sure that, future and we're just trying to facilitate that.
Ray?
Yeah.
We haven't had a key before, but if you ring us and there's a problem with the boiler or anything, if nobody's at home, with your agreement will come in. If I get a phone call from a neighbour that says water's flooding out through the front door, I'm coming in.
Yeah, true. Like, you see that leak that was in there? Because we sorted it out. That's the reason.
Okay, cool. Right, we can work away now.
1, 2,
Lovely, mate.
Thank you.
So what are we doing? Going out and then coming back?
The fit is done. It's been changed. It's done.
No, I haven't signed it yet, so
You just need to sign it,
You've
and
got to leave. I sign it,
And then
and then I'll let you back in.
So what about this door that got broken? Is it still
It
secure?
was just taking off the hinges.
Process. He's got to leave. I've given him keys for the new locks. I signed for the bailiff. Alright. Then hopefully everybody's happy.
I don't know anything about it.
So everyone, what's happening? What's happening now is that the locks have been changed. It's happened. The bailiffs have been on their way because they've carried out their duty as per the court order. Cyrus has got the new keys to the new lock. He's got documented that he's now got a valid tenancy agreement, which is quality. I think the bailiffs are just see you later.
Yeah. Cool. Do that, yes. Alright. Boiler. What's the issue at the moment? You've still got no hot water with the shower? How long's it been like that?
Since mid-February. The only
When
work
did we repair it?
the only work about 2 weeks.
He said he wants to put in a complaint, so I don't know if there's going to try and bring charges against us. Maybe he will. Yeah.
Just save my money.
I mean, obviously we can do the same. With actual evidence.
My mobile, when I get home,
Yeah.
I throw it in the kitchen drawer.
I'll ask these guys before they go, actually.
So either ring the office, because of Sam, because you were telling Sam about problems, and he wasn't telling us.
Yeah, but you call them, right?
Yeah, and the landlady is more than up to turning the house around.
Yeah. That's all we've been asking for.
I wouldn't do you down.
Just to be sure.
Think after all this, I'm going to give you a
Give you 3 fake keys.
all day. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
We good?
My friend. Look after yourself, alright? No worries.
Nice one.
Or not, hopefully.
Ideally not. Ideally not.
Yeah, I need sugar. But I don't know if I'm allowed it. Okay.
Yeah, there we are. You've earned it, mate.
So, I've got an house. Can you get rid of that bloody thing? Whose is it?
It was here when I came, when I moved in.
When did you move in?
August.
This is
No, if it's a private.
this is the sofa that they're trying to get rid of. God, just when you think it's all over, eh? Oh, for Christ's sake.
I'm going there now.
Yeah. Feel free, everyone. Feel free. Right, it looks like Cyrus is now telling the letting agent about all the problems. I think we can leave this live video now, to be honest. Obviously, what we've shown here is that if you're part of a union, if you're willing to stand together with your fellow union members, community members, stand up for your rights, stand up for each other's rights, support each other. Direct action gets the goods, collective power. That's what gets us the stuff that we can't get on our own. You're weak on your own. If you've got people backing you up, you're strong. That's what unionism is all about. So, yeah, nice one to all these Acorn members who've come down today. Probably couldn't have done it without them. Up Acorn, up the union, solidarity forever. Nice one, everyone. Cheers.